going to tell you guys the story of how I became a magician. It started in New York City, streets of New York. Have you ever been to New York? New York, the land of cons and scams. First time I was in New York, a guy came up to me with 3 cards on the street. 2 red aces and a black ace. Are you familiar with the 3-card Monty? They toss them around like this, and you have to find the black ace. It's a scam. It's a con every single time you see it. And you know this for a fact, because when they come up to you on the street, the first thing they do is this. And the reason is because they're looking for cops. That's the most important thing, because it's a scam. Now, they're going to start with the 3 cards. They're going to show you the 3 cards. They're going to start, of course, with the 1 red ace. They're going to show you, of course, the 2nd red ace. And most importantly, the black ace. All you have to do is follow the black ace for $20. Well, for a country boy, I think I'm pretty sharp-witted. And indeed I am, because as I was going from a wallet, I call him do the magic move where he takes that top card and puts it on the bottom. Obviously putting the black ace on the bottom, right? He's like, wrong. I said, well, if it's not on the bottom, then of course it's still on the top, right? He's like, wrong. I said, if it's not on top or bottom, then of course it's in the middle. He's like, wrong. I said, hold on. You don't even have a black ace. He said, you know what? Let me slow this down for you. Let's just focus on the black ace and nothing else. It'll make it easier for you, a little bit more challenging for me, because there's only one of those for another $20. So I go for my wallet again. Again, I pull out another $20, where he shows me the black ace on the bottom. Then of course it can't be on top. It is on top. If it's on top and bottom, it can't be in the middle. It's right there in the middle. I was like, okay, there's no way you just have 3 cards. This wasn't funny anymore. The guy just robbed me of 40 bucks. But it inspired me when he asked me one more question. He asked me, of course, if that was a red ace. And that was a black ace. Do you remember what this one was?
Red ace.
Not even close. Now, as I suggested, this was just what inspired me, because I've come up with my own version of the 3-card Monty. But instead of using cards, I use cups. We'll use cup number 1, cup number 2, and of course, cup number 3. And most importantly, water. What I'm going to do this time is I'm going to take cup number 1 and switch it with cup number 2. Cup number 2 goes in the place of cup number 1. 3 and 2 switch like this, moving them around like this, bringing this one over here. Now, where do you think the water is? Very good, very good. See, he's quick. He's on top of things. But again, like any good scam or con man, I want to make it more challenging. But unfortunately, I'd rather challenge myself. So this time, instead of using 3 cups, I use 2. Cups number 1 and 2. I switch them like this, mix them up. Oh my God, there's Channing Tatum. This in the business is known as misdirection. By screaming out, oh, Channing Tatum, oh, everybody's looking over there, nobody's paying attention to what's happening here. This is when the secret move happens. You know what the secret move is? That's when you leave your apartment in the middle of the night without telling your landlord. It's the secret move. Well, anyway, cups 1 and 2. Which one do you think has the water in now? Which one?
Right.
Am I right?
Yeah.
You're left.
You're right. My right.
Fair enough, she's right. Which means instead of Channing Tatum, I should have called out Ryan Gosling. Everybody would have been lost. If I did fool anybody, she is correct. That is in fact where the water is. But again, I like a challenge. So to challenge myself, I use 1 cup instead of 3, instead of 2 even. Now for you. Confusing, right? Where do you think the water is?
It's in that cup. And then it disappears. Where
Every
does it
time.
go?
Every time.
What the fuck? I don't fucking know.
That's my version of the 3-card Monty.